Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video on the ADV 390. So in this video I'm gonna talk about the touring aspect of this motorcycle. So in fact I haven't done a long distance touring on this motorcycle. I was just riding on this highway, and this review, the touring review, is mostly based on my experience over the other motorcycles. I would have done around 200-250 km on this motorcycle. I understand that 200 or 250 km is not a great amount of time on this motorcycle, but still I'm talking based on my experience on other motorcycles also. Let's come to the point of this touring capability of this motorcycle. So first of all, I have to say that this motorcycle is very refined when you compare with the previous versions of Duke and all. Be the first generation or second generation, the refinement level has gone really high on this motorcycle. You're going to have a very comfortable ride on this motorcycle for long distance touring. And in terms of ergonomics also, you can sit upright. The foot pegs are in neutral position, and I wish the handlebar is a little more taller, that's all. Otherwise you are having a great highway riding at foot. And this windscreen can give you a protection till 110, I guess. After that you have to tuck a little down, that's all. But anyway, since there is a windscreen option here, you can attach an aftermarket one, or you can add an additional windscreen over here upon this. That also works good. So to talk about the cruising speed, you can do 100 to 130 km per hour easily on this motorcycle. I'm not telling that it doesn't go after that. The bike also won't get stressed, but after 130, like be it 140 or 45, you may get affected with the crosswinds, because this motorcycle is like very light. When you get into a stream of air, then probably there is a chance that you'll just carry it away. But till 130, I feel that this motorcycle will be super stable even if you hit with a very hard crosswind. And the stability is like very nice. There is absolutely no problem till 140, and after that I observed the same thing what I've seen with the Duke 790 also. So the suspension softens a little bit and it comes up because it's a dual purpose tire. I believe that the tire is not giving so much of grip, especially when you have a long sweeping corner at 140, 150. Anyway, you are doing tours, not racing, so you don't have to go till that far. 130 is like a very nice speed, and in a day probably you can do 600 to almost 800 km easily in one single day, and that depends on your stamina also. Okay, what I'm telling is, like, if you're a beginner tourer, then probably you can do somewhere from 300 to 400 easily, and if you are an intermediate, then probably up to 600, and if you're an expert, probably you can do anything. Like you can do as much as you want. And coming to the luggage carrying capacity, so this comes with a plastic tank cover, so you don't have an option to keep a magnetic tank back here, but you have a huge option to have saddlebags and all those stuffs. And you can remove these bolts and you can use it for your saddle stay, so that'll be very comfortable. So luggage wise also, I'm really happy with the motorcycle. And yes, let's look at the seating comfort. Seats are like moderately soft. This is what you need for long distance touring. Either rider seat or the pillion seats is extremely comfortable. You can easily do 400-500 km with a pillion whole day long. So let's keep it moving. And the power delivery on this motorcycle is like very linear, so that's what you need when you go for touring. Throttle is not choppy at all. That gives you very less pressure to your backbone. So, and the power delivery is like really linear. The power kicks in after 6000 rpm, so each and every gear you are having sweet time in getting into that speed. So that means you refined and easygoing motorcycle on the highway. And plus, it's a very versatile motorcycle. You can reach your destination, and after that you can off-road also. And if you are hitting a trail also, it's very comfortable to ride, even standing on the foot peg. So when you stand on the foot peg, this is your riding posture. You can hug the tank, no problem with it, with my height. But I believe that taller riders will be having a slight problem. They might need a little raised handlebar, only in case when you are doing off-roading or when you're standing and riding. Otherwise this handlebar will be fine. And this comes with a quick shifter, which helps you without using the clutch, so that saves a lot of energy. So in that manner, a brilliant motorcycle for touring. So in terms of highway touring, I'm like so much satisfied with this motorcycle. So in single cylinder till now, BMW G310 GS was my favorite. The reason is because it has amazing seat, but the engine doesn't have that much of a punch. But that motorcycle is like very comfortable, larger wheels, and amazing seat and amazing stability. But in fact now I started loving this motorcycle for highway touring now, because this has the punch and this has a lot of electronics, like traction control, switchable ABS, quick shifters, and also in that case this is truly a value for money when you're comparing to the BMW G310 GS. That's it with a quick touring review about the motorcycle. I told you this is not an extensive touring review. This is mainly based on my experience on other motorcycles also, not just this one. So that's it. I hope this video helped you, and as always, show some love in the form of likes and comments. See you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.